If you're over 50 and you're bored, it's time for Life Part 2. Hi, I'm Karen Putz. I'm a Mindvalley Life Coach, and I help people find more joy, more fun, more adventure in the second half of life. Let me tell you a little bit about my story. I was born with normal hearing. I grew up hard of hearing. At the age of 19, I became deaf from a barefoot water skiing fall. When I climbed into the boat, I had lost the rest of my hearing, and I needed hearing aids from that point forward. While I abandoned the sport, got married, had kids, got older, and then I faced an empty nest, and I didn't know what to do with myself. Lo and behold, I found barefoot water skiing again, and I started getting back on the water and competing and training with the World Barefoot Champions. Along the way, I became a passion coach. So I loved nothing more than helping people unwrap the gift of passion in the second half of life. I'm the author of a book called Unwrapping Your Passion. Let's see if I even have that book around here. I do. It's this book here, Unwrapping Your Passion. I spent the last 10, 11, 12 years interviewing people about the energy of passion. And here's what I've learned. Passion is a gift within us, and it's up to us to unwrap that gift of passion. The problem is, most of us, we get so busy day to day, living the same life over and over and over, that passion just slowly died, the slow death in our life, because we don't give attention to the energy of passion in our life. So then it slowly ebbs out of us. If you're 50 and older, it's an absolutely amazing time in your life. Most likely your kids are growing up. Or if you don't have kids, you're even more free. You're free as a bird. You can make choices and decisions in the second half of life that are very different from the first half of life. First of all, you have more wisdom. You now know what you like and what you don't like. So in the second half of life, you can make a passion path that fits you. You can focus the time and the energy on passion so that you live very differently in the second half than you did in the first half. That's the beauty of it. Now, if you are bored, you're 50 and over, and you are bored, you're like, I don't know what to do next. You need to come and join me in my course called Life Part 2. In this course, and it has many of the same principles that I actually teach in a class at a local major university. I teach this stuff. I teach students how to find their passion. In Life Part 2, I will help you find your passion. And then you'll discover that passion is within you. It's a gift. We are born with this beautiful gift of this energy of passion in us. Sometimes we leave that gift on a shelf, unwrapped. We don't want to do that. We want to tap into the energy of passion in the second half of life so that we can live an amazing life filled with awe moments. So that when we get to the end of our life and we start looking back, we will be able to say, wow, what an awesome life I created. And that's what you want in the second half of life. Now in life, part 2, you're going to have all of the tools, the same tools that I give my students at this major university. You're going to get those same tools. And those tools are going to enable you to identify what you really want from life. You're going to be able to identify what really matters to you. And you're going to be able to identify the passions within you and create a plan to live with passion at a level that you have never lived before. Let me explain a little bit more. Ever since I have been on this passion journey, studying passion, living passion, being around people who are filled with passion, it has been an amazing ride. When you are living with passion, passion will push you above and beyond. That is something that my World Barefoot Champion coach said to me. Passion will push you above and beyond. That's what passion does. It becomes fuel in your life to allow you to live differently, to experience life at a different vibration, to experience life at a much deeper level than you ever have before. That's what it means to live with passion. Now, here's what I want to share with you. When I unlocked the ability to unlock passion in my life, it allowed me to do amazing things. It allowed me to speak in different countries around the world. It allowed me to get training with the World Barefoot Champion, the top talent in this sport. And it allowed me to travel with my husband. My husband retired early. We have time freedom now that we didn't have before in the first half of our life. We now have time freedom in the second half of our life. And that time freedom, we have been able to use in creative ways. For example, when we travel, we love to pet sit, house and pet sit. First of all, far more cheaper than staying in a hotel. Second of all, you get to experience someone's house and someone's pet. You get to care for them. It's just a different experience and a different way to travel. The other thing that it has enabled us to explore, to experience different things. Like we stayed for a week in Costa Rica and I painted. And I gave all the paintings to a meditation center. They turned around and sold them and raised funds for their meditation center. You have all different kinds of experiences, adventures, more joy, more fun, more laughter when you choose to live it with passion. So if you are ready for Life Part 2, grab the link down below. And while you're there, hit the subscribe button. The more people who listen to Life Part 2, the more we'll be able to change the way people live and experience in the second half of life. So I can't wait to hear from your comments how you are living your second half of life. Do share. Until next time, I'm Karen Putz.